Hello friends, welcome to Tech Study Cell. In this video, we'll make an IoT-based home automation project using the ESP Rainmaker to control 4 relays with Google Home, Amazon Alexa and manual switches. For this project, you don't need any eco device and I have used all the free tools. So everything is free, and after watching the complete video, anyone can make this project. And you can also activate or deactivate the EEPROM. So if the EEPROM activated, it can remember the previous states of the relay. So when the power comes back, the relays will be automatically turned on according to the previous states. And if there is no Wi-Fi, still you can control the relays manually with switches, and when the Wi-Fi will be available, the ESP32 will automatically reconnect with the ESP Rainmaker. Now before going to the details, let me give you a quick demo. First, let me try to control all the relays with Google Assistant. Turn on all the switches.
Okay, turning on 4 switches.
Now let me turn off first 2 switches from the Google Home. So let me turn off the room light, then night lamp. So first 2 relays are off. Now we will move to Amazon Alexa.
Alexa,
Turn off outdoor light.
Okay,
Alexa,
Turn off fan.
okay,
Now if the ESP32 is connected with the Wi-Fi, this blue LED is glowing. So we can monitor the real-time feedback. Now let me turn on the fast lamp, and here you can see we can monitor the real-time feedback. Now let me turn it off. Again we can monitor the feedback. So we can always control the relays from the manual switches, and if the internet is connected, then we can monitor the real-time feedback. So this is a very useful project, although you can make the circuit without using any PCB, but to make the circuit compact, I have designed this PCB using the Altium PCB Designer software. This video is sponsored by Altium, which is the most trusted PCB designer software by all the big electronic companies. With Altium, you can easily search for components, compare the datasheet, and it has a lot of useful features that will save you a lot of time while routing any complex PCB. Now Altium has come up with an amazing product called Altium 365. Altium 365 is an electronic product design platform that unites PCB design, MCAD, data management and teamwork. With Altium 365, you can not only design PCBs, you can also share your projects with your teammates for review. It also provides automatic backup, centralized cloud storage and a lot more. There are many tutorials available on Altium, so you can easily learn this software and use it to design professional PCBs. And you can download the Altium Designer free trial with Altium 365 from the link in the description. Afterwards, if you decide to purchase the software, you will get 25% off if you have signed up through my link. So please visit the link in the description, sign up for the Altium. It's a limited time offer, so please hurry up. To make this project, you need an ESP32 4-channel relay module, latch switches or push button. Then connect all these components as per this circuit diagram. In the circuit, I have used active low relay module, and the switches are connected across the GPIO pins and ground. And if you want to use push buttons, then connect these push buttons across the GPIO pins and ground. Now let me connect the ESP32 with my laptop. This is the source code for this project. You can download the source code from our website iotcircuithub.com. Just visit the article, you can find the link in the description. Then you can download the code from this button. And in the same article, I also explain the code line by line. So if you have any query, you can always refer to this article. Again, you can find the link in the description. Now let me open this code with Arduino IDE. For this project, you have to install this version of the ESP32. For that, first you have to update a preference URL. So copy these 2 URLs, go to Files, Preference, then update the URLs here, then click on OK. After that, we have to install this version of the ESP32 2.0.3. So I will go to Board Manager, search for ESP32. Then here you can see I have installed this version. So you have to install this version of the ESP32, otherwise the project will not work. After that, I will go to library manager, search for ACE button, then install this library. After doing that, we have to configure these two flags. If you want to activate EEPROM features in this project, then make this variable true. Then if you want to use latch switch for manual control, then make this variable true. And if you want to use push button, then make it false. Here I am going to use latch switch for manual control, so I have made it true. Then these are the device name. Here we are going to control 4 relay. So here I have mentioned switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4. Later on we can change this name for the device. Then these are the GPIO pins for the relays. Then these are the GPIO pins for the switches. We will use GPIO 2 as a Wi-Fi indicator, and then we are going to use inbuilt boot button, which is connected with the GPIO 0 for the factory reset or Wi-Fi reset purpose. Then with this button handler function, we are controlling the relays manually. If this variable true, then we are controlling the relay with latch switch. If it false, then we are controlling the relays with the push button. Now if I go to void loop, here you can see first we are checking if the boot button is pressed. So if you long press the boot button, if you press it more than 10 seconds, then the factory reset will trigger. And if you press the boot button more than 3 seconds, the Wi-Fi reset will trigger. Then with this line we are checking if the Wi-Fi is connected. Accordingly we are turning on and off the Wi-Fi LED. Then with this block we are checking if any manual button pressed. Accordingly we will call that button handler function to control the relays. So after downloading the code, you have to just configure these two flags according to the requirement. After that you can directly upload it to ESP32. For that, go to tools, select the board ESP32, then ESP32 dev module, then select the proper COM port. Then in the partition scheme, select Rainmaker, this is important, then hit the upload button. After uploading the code, let me open the serial monitor, and here I have selected the baud rate 115200. Now I will press and hold the boot button for 10 seconds for the factory reset, and here you can see is showing factory reset trigger, and at the bottom we get a QR code. So here we will just copy the link, then open a browser, paste the link here for the QR code. Now we have to scan this QR code using the ESP Rainmaker app. You can download it from the Google Play Store or App Store. Let me open the app. Before adding the device, we have to turn on the Bluetooth and the location. Now tap on add device, scan the QR code, then tap on pair. So this is the Wi-Fi credential, so I will tap on start. Now it is sending the Wi-Fi credential to ESP32. It may take some time, and here you can see 4 devices added successfully. I'll just tap on done. So here you can see under this node name we can see the 4 device. Now here you can see this blue LED is glowing, so it is connected with the Wi-Fi. Now I will change the device name. So I will just tap on the device, tap on edit, then you can enter a name for this device. Here I am entering room light, then tap on OK, then exit from the device, so that we can change the name. Let me change the name for all the 4 devices. So in this way you can change the device name as per your requirement. Now we will connect the ESP Rainmaker with Google Home and Alexa. So I will go to setting, tap on voice services. First I will select Amazon Alexa, then tap on link with Amazon Alexa, then tap on link. It will just link the Amazon Alexa with ESP Rainmaker. Here I will select continue with Google. I have to log in with the ESP Rainmaker from Amazon Alexa. Let me select the email ID, tap on continue, so that we can link it with the Amazon Alexa. So now if I open the Amazon Alexa app, go to device, so here you can see all the 4 devices added in the Amazon Alexa app. Now we will try to add Google Assistant with ESP Rainmaker. So I will open the Google Home app. First I will create a home, so I will go to setting, tap on add, then I will first select home. First I will create a home, give any name, say my home, tap on save, I will just keep this address, then select continue without address. Then I will tap on cancel. I don't want to turn on the Bluetooth. Then in the my home, I will add device. So I will click on device, then select works with Google Home. Then here I will search for Rainmaker, then tap on ESP Rainmaker, tap on continue. Sometime it may ask you to log in with the ESP Rainmaker. Now here you can see these are the 4 device. I will just keep it and I will just move to dashboard, then tap on device. So here you can see we have added 4 device: night lamp, outdoor light, room light and fan. After programming, I have connected the ESP32 with the circuit. You can also use this PCB. I will share the Java file in the description. Now let me turn on the supply. This blue LED indicates now it is connected with the ESP Rainmaker. So let me turn on the relays one by one. So thus you can easily control the relays from the ESP Rainmaker app. Now you can also schedule any relay. Let me go to schedule, then tap on add schedule, give a name, relay 1. You can give any name. So in this schedule I want to turn on room light at 8:07. So let me select the time 8:07 PM. Then I will select the repeat. I want it for Saturday. Then I want the room light to be on. Now I will tap on done, then I will click on save. Now at 8:07 the first lamp should automatically turn on. Currently you can see it is 8:06, and here you can see at 8:07 the first lamp automatically turn on as per the schedule. Now you can always turn on and off the schedule as per your requirement. Now I will open the Amazon Alexa app, then I will go to device. Currently only the room light is on. Here you can see. Let me turn it off from here. Now if I turn it on manually with this switch, I can monitor the real-time feedback as the ESP32 is connected with the Wi-Fi. Now if it is not connected with the Wi-Fi, still you can able to control the relays from manual switch. Now let me go to Google Home, then I will go to device. Currently the room light is on. Let me turn it off, and you can always control all the 4 relays from the Google Home app. So this is a very useful project. So if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And you can also find my other Rainmaker projects in the description. So please do check out those videos, and don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.